Hey, Empire Builders! Today we're talking about Chapter 14 of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Today's topic is how to unlock your sixth sense and tap into intuition. Napoleon Hill spent years analyzing the world's top achievers to uncover their secret weapons, and I'm exploring this book with you to keep my leadership and yours growing stronger. I'm Justin Kaiser, and this is Next Up Empire, your daily fuel to build your business modern empire with ancient wisdom. Now, whether you're scaling your business, launching a new idea, or planning your next step, I want to know what's one gut feeling that you've had that you'd love to trust more? Share it in the comments. I'd love to see your instincts. This series drops every Monday through Friday, plus, I've got shorts all week to keep you motivated. Now, before we get into Think and Grow Rich, here's a quick recap of my story. For the last 24 years, I've been building companies. And in the last 5 years, it's been a pretty incredible journey. I co founded a company called Solar Grids and grew it as CEO to over 100 franchise territories. And then we merged with Stardust Solar. Today, we're publicly traded in both the US and Canada, North America's largest solar franchisor, and expanding globally. That progress was driven by principles like the one that we're going to dive into today from Napoleon Hill. So let's get started and let's unlock something powerful. Think and Grow Rich isn't just a book, it's a daily roadmap for success. It's a tool that you can continuously reference back to. In chapter 14, Napoleon Hill introduces the sixth sense, and he calls it the 13th step to riches. Now, he's got a fascinating twist on this, and he describes it as a higher level of awareness. He describes it as an intuition that guides you when logic alone isn't enough, a gut feeling honed by years of positive thinking and action. Now, this is not just some mystical gift. Napoleon Hill saw it as a practical skill developed through mastering previous steps like faith, persistence, and brain power. I felt this personally at Solar Grids. From the beginning, I held a clear vision of 100 franchise territories. And there were moments when a hunch would just hit me. And, maybe about a new part of our ecosystem or a new partnership, and I'd act on it with full confidence. Those instincts really paid off. They drew in the right people and opportunities that took us to where we are today. Today at Stardust Solar, that same intuition guides our global expansion, steering us through uncharted waters with a sense of certainty. Napoleon Hill says that this sixth sense is like an inner compass, activated when you align your mind with positive, purposeful thoughts, and it can connect you to a creative intelligence beyond your own. I've definitely experienced that when a sudden idea about creating our all in one sales and installation franchise model felt so right that it became a cornerstone of our growth. So let's unpack how to tap into this power to build your empire. The big principle here is mastering your sixth sense, your intuition. And you want to do this to use it as a tool for success. Napoleon Hill lays out how you can make it work. He describes it as a state where your mind, after years of disciplined positive thinking, starts picking up insights that seem to come from nowhere, but they're rooted in your experience and your belief. It's not a crystal ball, but it's a refined instinct, sharpened by the habits that we've been building. Faith in your goals, persistence through challenges, and tuning your brain's frequency. Napoleon Hill suggests that this sixth sense emerges when you've aligned your conscious and subconscious minds, creating harmony that opens you up to a higher creative force. Think of it like a radio that's been fine tuned over time. Once the signal's clear, you start hearing stations that you didn't even know existed. I've definitely seen this play out in my own story. At Solar Grids, I always believed that we'd prosper. I believed that we would become America's largest solar franchisor. And it's that faith that kept me open to these gut feelings. Napoleon Hill says that this happens when you've trained your mind to expect success, and it starts picking up signals. It starts picking up hunches, ideas, and opportunities that align with your vision. He even ties it to a spiritual angle, suggesting that this intuition connects you to a universal intelligence, a universal mind, God, source, all that is, the one, whatever you want to call it. It's like a quiet voice offering guidance. I felt that when a random email from our largest competitor led us to our merger. Now, this sixth sense isn't automatic, it's a muscle that you build. And once it's strong, it can guide your empire to new heights. So, how do you tap into this? Let's get practical because this is a skill you can start using today to shape your future. First, you've got to lock in one big belief. Take 10 minutes to lock in that one big belief that defines your empire. For example, maybe it's I'm building a thriving business or I'm leading my industry. Write it down and say it out loud with some fire, like you're declaring it to the world. Feel that quick burst of belief. That's your empire kicking into gear, starting the pulse with life. Do this every morning for a week. Say it with conviction. Let it sink in deep and notice how it tunes your intuition. I did this with we're growing to 100 franchise territories, and it sharpened my instincts every day. Next, soak in success stories. Spend 15, 20 minutes every day soaking in success stories. Find something inspiring like a leader's journey, a teammate's win, or a past victory of your own. At Solar Grids, I'd review success stories of other successful franchisors during our expansion. And this is what kept my mind open to those gut feelings. So, write down one takeaway that you learned from one of those stories that you're reading, like, I can do this. They did it. I can do it. And let that simmer in your thoughts. Feel that boost when you focus on the good. That's your sixth sense waking up, ready to guide you. Make this a daily ritual. Feed your mind with wins and watch your intuition grow stronger. I saw this fuel our team pushing us toward global leadership, and we made it happen. Third, trust a hunch. Take 10 minutes to recall one gut feeling that you've had lately. Maybe it's about a deal or a new direction. Picture it playing out. See the outcome. Feel the satisfaction. I trusted a hunch about a new region opening up at Solar Grids back in 2022, and it led to a breakthrough franchisee that did millions in annual sales. Feel that certainty when you visualize it. That's your sixth sense broadcasting. Now, do this every day. Let it guide your next move and act on it with confidence. I relied on this during our expansion, and it paid off big. Fourth, quiet the chatter. Spend 10 to 15 minutes today finding a calm moment. Sit, breathe, and let your mind settle. Napoleon Hill says that a clear mind hears intuition. Feel that peace when you pause. That's your empire standing tall, ready to listen. Do this every day. Give your brain space to pick up those signals. Finally, act on your intuition. Pick one hunch, like calling a contact or testing a new idea. Then spend 15 to 20 minutes on it today. At Stardust Solar, acting on gut feelings keeps us on top. Feel the momentum when you act. That's your empire soaring. So do one action step daily. Keep it steady and watch your sixth sense lead the way. I built our 100 plus franchise territory network one intuitive step at a time. So I want to know, what's the first hunch that you're going to act on? Share it in the comments. I'm rooting for you. So that's how you unlock your sixth sense with Napoleon Hill, tapping into that intuition to guide your empire to success. I leaned on ancient wisdom like this to scale Solar Grids to become America's largest solar franchisor and merge with Stardust Solar. And now we're North America's biggest player, going global, publicly traded in the US and Canada, and thriving. It was a journey fueled by continuous belief in our potential, market shifts, long hours, big dreams, industry changes, and trusting those gut feelings turned every challenge into a win. I'm studying this book right here, Think and Grow Rich, every day, pushing my growth, and I'm encouraging you to join me. So grab a copy of this if you haven't already. Start living it, make it yours. So let's reflect. Think about a time that a hunch led you in the right direction, even if it felt risky. That's the sixth sense at work. I just want to say thanks for sticking with me today. This series drops every day, Monday through Friday, and I'm here to guide you to your empire. I'm going to leave you with one next step challenge. Pick one of these steps. Define a belief, soak in success, trust a hunch, quiet the chatter, or act on tuition. And do it right now. Don't wait. Napoleon Hill always said the time will never be just right. So do it now. Tell me in the comments, what's your action step? I'll reply to every single one, so don't hold back. One call with me could spark your empire, or check out a Stardust Solar franchise with a proven path to win. My link's below. Book it. No pressure, just real talk. I'll share with you my wins and losses over the last 24 years so you can avoid making some of the same mistakes that I made. This is your shot. Freedom, cash, ultimately, your empire starts now. I'll catch you tomorrow for episode 62, the 15th and final episode of this mini series, where we're going to wrap up with Napoleon Hill's final thoughts.